Alright, let's do this. So, this is going to be a short video today. Because I gotta stop at another place, have a meeting, and things to do. But still crazy about orcs. That hasn't changed. Yeah, I do know a thing or two about orcs. And, drawing them, painting them, playing them. So if anybody's got any questions, just ask. I can give you 3 answers. I can give you what the legend, where orcs come from, how they multiply and everything like that, from fantasy into space orcs and the original space orcs. I can give you all of that. I can give you what is canon for Games Workshop, which they're basically potatoes. And which they're supposed to be fungus. And I can give you what I believe. Stuff like that. I can tell you what my favorite, weapon from, the 40K orcs is. I can tell you about designs that I've done for weaponry and craziness. For those of you who don't know, I did write a version of Gorka Morka called Desolation, and it's basically Gorka Morka on a planet that's been completely I forgot what it's called, but the Space Marines freaking it's like Dominus Primus or whatever it is, when they basically wipe out a planet. And Desolation is the actual name of the planet, which is why I named the game that. One of the things about orcs is that even a completely barren planet, they can thrive, come alive. Even a completely destroyed area, if orcs are still present, they can, their fungus can grow. The thing about Desolation is that it's basically been hit, remember whether it was all factions or a few factions. I know Necrons were involved. I know Orcs were involved. I know, obviously, Space Marines were involved. And they deemed the planet as unfit. And I don't know if the Tyranids were involved. It could be, whatever. But this is like one of their early planets that they did. They did the basically destroy the planet, wipe the surface of the planet clean. I'll find out what that's called. I forgot. I mean, it's actually it's in my notes. So basically, the planet's been wiped. It's been a few years. Maybe it was wiped in 30 Warhammer 30K. So these are not regular space orcs. We do have two types of orcs going to Desolation. Obviously the meteors with the fungus on them. That survived the planetary raid. And that's basically it. And I'm off on a tangent again. That's okay. We can be off on a tangent. Like I said, I love talking about orcs, so if anybody wants to talk about orcs. I did say if you watched the previous video all the way through, I did say that if you watched it all the way through, you know what needs to be done. But you have to comment on that video. You can't comment on this video. It won't make sense. I'd be like, what? I know that I'm having lots of people comment, and they're commenting all over the place, but do me a huge favor, and when you comment on the video that you watched. Otherwise, I'm already confused. I'm confusing myself right now. Trying to think what else. Lots of things going on. October's going to be fun. I'm definitely confusing the hell out of Vicky, which is fine. Well, she probably doesn't think it's fine, but because she kind of like keeping them. I don't know what we're gonna do with them. And I don't know. So it definitely came as a surprise to her that I've I decided that for my next art project I'll do orcs. I really haven't explained it. I mean, she's gonna have to watch all these videos in order for me to explain, in order to really understand. And she does. That's why I just threw it out there, because it's Monday right now. So in 3 days, in 3 days, I'm going to be we're going to be doing 2 beans, and this is stuff we can talk about. We can talk about whatever. We can talk about anything in the world. Absolutely anything. I don't know. We are going to there's like a lot of chaos happening in the news, and that's the reason why. And I want to criticize the news itself for one, creating what's going on. You're supposed to be reporting the news, not creating the news, but they definitely created this beast, and I think that they don't know what to do with it now that they have it, because it's turned on them. Maybe they, maybe broadcast news is, dying, and this was their attempt at, relevancy, I guess. It doesn't make sense. But then again, I can't even relate, because I don't know what it's like to do that. And it's kind of weird coming from a person who's, has a channel that is designed, for viewers to watch and stuff like that. But I don't do this for the viewers. I don't do this. Well, I do this for you. I don't do this just to have people watching. I don't shock and awe. I don't, that stuff is going on. You know, like I said, somebody I think watched an hour of me sleeping, thinking that there was going to be something spectacular or something amazing happen, and man, I must have fooled them. Because boy, did I ever. Yeah, there's no grandiose thing that happens after it. There's no, you know, like I said, I don't have any, I don't do sensationalism. I do more of like comedy, funny, interactive. And I don't think I'm very good at that either. Cool beans in the comments below, as usual. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. If you get a chance, watch the other video, watch yesterday's video, and, you know, cast yourself as a vote. It will determine. Like I say, it will determine. All right? Have a wonderful day. And be well. Take care.